Just hours before critical negotiations between the United States and Iran were set to begin in Switzerland, Tehran made a move that sent shockwaves through global markets and diplomatic circles alike. Iran announced that it had closed the Strait of Hormuz, one of the world's most important oil shipping routes, while warning that meaningful progress in upcoming talks could be impossible unless fighting in Lebanon comes to an end. Now, world leaders are scrambling to prevent a wider regional crisis. Main story. On Saturday, U.S. and Iranian negotiators headed toward Switzerland for what could become one of the most consequential diplomatic meetings in recent years. The talks are focused on expanding a temporary agreement aimed at reducing tensions and preventing further conflict. But before discussions could even begin, tensions escalated dramatically. Iran's decision to close the Strait of Hormuz immediately raised concerns about global energy supplies and economic stability. The waterway serves as a critical route for international oil shipments, making any disruption a major international concern. Meanwhile, President Donald Trump responded with a striking warning. Trump threatened to impose American-controlled tolls in the Strait of Hormuz if a final agreement with Iran is not reached within 60 days. He argued that the United States has acted as what he called the guardian angel of the Middle East and suggested nations using the route should contribute financially for that protection. At the center of the negotiations are several major issues, including Iran's nuclear program, regional security concerns, and the potential release of billions of dollars in frozen Iranian assets. Vice President J.D. Vance traveled to Switzerland expressing cautious optimism. He told reporters he believed progress could be made both on Iran's nuclear ambitions and on efforts to secure a ceasefire in southern Lebanon. Iran's delegation arrived with some of the country's most powerful officials, including Parliamentary Speaker Mohammad Bagher Khalibaf, Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi, and senior economic and energy representatives. Adding even more weight to the discussions, Pakistan's Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif and Army Chief Field Marshal Asim Munir also traveled to Switzerland, highlighting the growing international involvement in the crisis. Public reaction. As news of the Strait of Hormuz closure spread online, reactions poured in across social media. Many users expressed concern about rising oil prices and the possibility of a broader regional conflict. Others questioned whether diplomacy could succeed while fighting continues in Lebanon. Analysts have described the situation as one of the most delicate diplomatic balancing acts in recent memory, with enormous consequences for global security and economic stability. Emotional moment. Perhaps the most striking part of this story is how close the region may be to either a breakthrough or a breakdown. On one side, negotiators are sitting down to discuss peace, nuclear security, and regional stability. On the other, military tensions continue to simmer, and every new development threatens to derail months of diplomatic efforts. The stakes could hardly be higher. Conclusion. The next few days may determine whether these talks become a historic diplomatic achievement or another missed opportunity in an increasingly volatile region.